In this assignment, you will apply the roof object to the building information model. In this detailed drawing, the structural or the framing member for the roof is called a rafter. In this model, the rafter is made of a 2x4 dimensional lumber. In a building, the rafters are spaced apart either 16 inches on center or 24 inches on center. This means from the center of one rafter to the center of the next will be either 16 inches or 24 inches. In the building information model, in the project browser, so to activate the finished floor 1, you will double click on finished floor 1 in the floor plan views. You will need to select the architecture tab. In the build panel of the architecture tab, you will select roof. In the properties, you will select the edit type button. In the type properties dialog box, you will select the duplicate button. You will name this roof object roof and click OK. For the structure, we will edit the structure of this roof by selecting the edit button. For layer number 2, the structural member of the roof will be the rafter. So in the materials section, we will select the ellipse button. In the material browser, we will select wood for the project material. In the options, we will select structure, wood joist, rafter layer. We will select the OK button. The rafter is made of a 2x4 dimensional lumber. Since the rafter is made of 2x4 dimensional lumber, the thickness for this rafter will be 3.5 inches, and press enter. The sheathing is attached to the 2x4 rafter. The sheathing or the decking for the roof provides the surface to which other roof components are attached. Here is an example of the sheathing being nailed to the rafters. You will select layer 2 in the edit assembly and click on the insert button. We will change the function of layer 2 from structure to substrate. We will change the material to wood sheathing plywood and click on OK. We know that the sheathing is made of plywood according to the construction document. The thickness of the plywood is 15/32 of an inch. So in the edit assembly, beside the layer 2, we will change the thickness to say 15/32 or 15/32 of an inch and press enter. Attached to the sheathing is the asphalt felt or building paper. The asphalt felt serves as a moisture barrier to protect the sheathing. You will select layer 1 in the edit assembly and click on the insert button. You will change the function of the new layer 1 to membrane layer. The material will be changed to paper and click on OK. We will leave the thickness of the paper at 0 inches. The finished material for the roof object are the shingles. The shingles are applied after the building paper has been attached to cover the sheathing. To add the shingles, you will select layer 1 in the edit assembly and select insert. You will change the function of the new layer 1 to finish 2. You will change the material to asphalt shingles and click on OK. The thickness for the shingles will be 1/4 of an inch. So in the edit assembly for the roof, you should have layer 1 as your asphalt shingles that are 1/4 of an inch thick. That will have a function of finish 2. The second layer will be your membrane layer, which will be the asphalt felt paper that is 0 inches thick. Your third layer should be the core boundary. Your fourth layer should be the plywood sheathing, which is a function of substrate, and it has a thickness of 15/32 of an inch. The fifth layer should be your framing or structural member, which is the wood rafter. Since it is made of a 2x4, the thickness will be 3.5 inches. And the sixth layer should be your core boundary.